Okay. It's called Walk Together Children. It is a spiritual, and it has this, it's all about unity, walking together. So the words are, walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. So walk together, children. You sing that 3 times. Don't you get weary, right? There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. And I am using Old Negro dialect. Why? Because that's the way it was sung. So when we do this, I did a workshop on the spiritual last week, and it made me remember there are some things that I haven't shared with you about the spiritual. And one thing that's important is, it's just like, let's say if I were going to sing a Wolflied, right? A song in German by Wolf. I would want to be able to sing the language authentically, as correctly as I could. It's the same thing if we're going to take Old Negro dialect. And I want to just now, like in this culture, that what's happening in our country right now with racial reparations and everything, I want you to know that if you are not African American, it is okay for you to step into the Old Negro dialect with respect and honor. And as long as we don't get into caricaturing the dialect, it's fine. It's just like a foreign language. And you may think that because I'm African American, oh, that's native. That's not my native way of speaking. I speak just regular English, right? But that Old Negro dialect, it's in my history. That I can think of some family members who, older family members who still use some of that. And it is just as valuable as any other dialect. So I just want to give you permission as we do this. It's okay. So we're saying, walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. So again, 1, 2, it goes like this. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. All right, that's it. Can we do that one more time? And then we can circle, we can say, sing together, children, shout together, children, all those different things, all right? And then if you like a little higher part, when we say, don't you get weary, there's a great, walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great, you can sing that line and we'll have harmony. Weary, there's a great camp meeting in the promised land. All right, all together. I'm going to sing the higher one, you sing the regular one, or whichever you like. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. Sing together, children, don't you get weary. Sing together, children, don't you get weary. Sing together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting in the promised land. That's the song. There is a little B part to it, and we can just hit that B part next week, and then we'll also learn another song. And yeah, so be looking out for an email if you are not on our email list. Kristen, could you put the link to our email list, or you can go onto the Marsh's website for CJ's FitnesSING, and the link is also there for you to add your information to our e-list. And then usually I communicate once a week to say what's going on for this week, and I will be polling to find out how many of you would be interested in doing an in-person class at the Marsh. There's so much we can do in person. All right.